What up, gang? Is backwards, and in today's video, I actually finished editing this entire video, and it's basically one of my final videos that's just pictures and clips with me doing like background voiceovers. As I was editing it, I kind of realized this is boring. Like, I wouldn't want to watch this, so I'm going to switch it up a little, and I pretty much rendered down the video, which is right here, right there. But I'm going to talk over it. You get to see my face. It's a little more personal. It's still not like fun, adventurous. But I have a lot of pictures and videos that I want to share. And right now, while I don't have a ton of viewers, it makes sense to kind of push these videos out. So the goal for this video is to show you guys where my van started. Like when I bought it, what it looked like, and the different modifications I did to it, the small builds I did to it. It's going to lead up until where the van is today. I'm not going to show my van today because that's going to be a separate video and like an entire van tour video. So today's video is pretty much just going to be me showing you pictures and clips, showing you the progression of the van so you can see how it looked when I bought it versus kind of how it is now. And maybe you'll get some ideas from it. Either way, I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. So as you see here, this is the van the day I bought it. I got home, took a picture. This is the Ford Transit Connect XLT wagon. The XLT is like a package version, and then it's the long wheelbase, so it's slightly longer than the other models. And this one being a wagon, that means it can hold passengers. This van has 3 seats in the middle, 2 seats in the back. So what I do with the van is I drive Uber. I do it during peak season. So for like 2 months out of the year, I put the seats in, I drive Uber. And my original goal was to keep it simple. I'm going to drive Uber. I have these seats. When I'm done driving Uber, or, you know, if I'm out of town driving Uber and I want to take some passengers, I'll just lay those seats down flat. You'll see that in a minute. This picture showing you that you can lay the seats down on one side and have seats, or you can do the back 2 seats flat and have more storage. Ultimately, my goal was to drive passengers and then lay the seats completely flat and put a bed in it. So my very original plan was when I'm driving Uber and I'm done for the night, or when I'm done for my season of driving that year, I basically lay the seats flat down, throw a bed in the back. I got me a travel van. Now, look at me. You see me right here in the camera? That's funny. So the original plan was to do that, and what makes that the easiest is an air mattress, because an air mattress you can fold it up to be like that big, throw it in the back, and then when you're ready to go, right here on the van there's a plug-in, like a AC adapter, or yeah, I think it's AC, standard wall outlet. You plug it up, plug the air mattress up, blow it up. I'm 6 foot, 225. Air mattresses are not comfortable. So what I went with next was this right here. This is from Amazon. It's like $130. It is a 6-inch tri-fold memory foam mattress. It basically splits right here and then up here. So you can pretty much fold it up into like a smaller square or rectangle, and then what I did was, let me show you, when I had the storage like this. So this would be 3 passengers, right? I'm driving Uber. I'm in the front driving, passenger here, 3 more passengers in the back. This whole back was storage. I'd put that memory foam mattress right here. I'd have a cooler. I got a video later I'll show you. I'd have my jack and my air compressor, all that stuff. But this mattress was a full, and a full is actually comes out to like over here. So I had to take all the sheets and stuff off, cut it down with a turkey cutter, like one of those electric knives, chop it down to size, and then put it in the back. And that's pretty much what I had in the van for a few months, and it's really comfortable. 6-inch thick memory foam mattress. It feels great. The problem with that is there's no room for storage. As you see, there's no room to put stuff under here. I'd have to literally take everything. I'd have to fold this up to have storage, and then when I wanted to sleep, I'd have to take everything out of the back, move it to the front, And if you know anything about van life, sometimes you got to get the hell on. And I couldn't park somewhere, move everything to the front, and then have time to jump up in my front seat and leave if something crazy happened. So I eventually changed this, and I'll show you later. But I like this mattress, and sometimes I would use it in what I called couch mode, which is, I mean, it made no sense. Like, looking back, this is dumb. But it was cool because I had like a little TV screen up here. I just kind of sit in the back, stretch my legs out. It was alright, you know, for early stages. It was cool. I'd sit right here. I'd have stuff going on here, maybe cooking something on a little burner. Have a little TV playing, but ultimately, this didn't work out. The dumbass idea I had when I first got the van, very first got the van. I wanted to put an air mattress in the back. Here's me thinking, oh, I'm a big dude. I need a big 13-inch fucking air mattress. This was dumb. I put this in. I took this video. I crawled up in there and laid down. And I mean, my head was like this close to the ceiling. And I was like, why would you do that? This was dumb. I literally sucked the air out, pause, and sent that shit back to Amazon. Look at this air mattress. This made no sense. I'm sorry about the angles. One thing I didn't realize back in the day was if I'm going to eventually record YouTube videos, it makes the most sense to record them landscape. So a lot of stuff I would record portrait and then turn it to get an angle. That's terrible for YouTube videos, and I know that now. So those weird angles aren't going to keep happening. So once I realized, okay, that huge memory foam mattress is kind of dumb. There's no storage for anything. I ended up going back to Amazon and buying this guy. So, well, that guy. This is another 6-inch thick memory foam. It's trifold. But I bought a twin instead of a full. And then I still went in. So what I did was I laid down on this mattress, right? I laid down. I put my arm out like this. I stretched my arm out that way. I turned over sideways with my leg up. And I put a measuring tape down because I wanted to see how wide am I when I'm at my most stretched out comfortable. And this is that width. It's like 32 inches. So the entire van was, I think, 47. So whatever this number was gave me like 15 inches left over. So I knew when I bought a cooler, when I bought a fridge, when I bought totes and bins and storages, I need to buy stuff that's 15 to 16 inches. If it's 16, it's going to stretch up against the mattress, but that's cool because it'll lock it into place with pressure. But I got on Amazon. This is another now keep in mind, the other $120, $130 mattress I bought is literally sitting in a spare bedroom now because I no longer used it. I didn't want to cut that one because there are times where I may want the entire back of the van to be a bed. So I bought a new one, which is what I do. I just spend money on dumb shit. But if you're watching my videos, you see me spending money on dumb shit. You don't spend money on dumb stuff. So you save money. I'm like a financial advisor. So I bought this off Amazon, trimmed it down a little, and put it in the van. So now you see the next stage of the van is to have a bed, a cooler, some storage, blankets, stuff like that. And then here's a video of me kind of getting up in there showing you that I had a power bank, a little Blue Yeti power bank, a cooler, an electronic bag, duffel bag full of clothes, etc. This is just a picture of that setup with the blanket on it. It's actually pretty comfortable. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is if you're going to stealth camp, you got to have ventilation. So if you see here, you see I got these window covers. Now, if I'm parked somewhere like in a hotel parking lot or a Walmart and I don't want to be seen or noticed, you got to cover up all these windows so people can't see you. The problem with that is you're not getting any airflow and it will get hot in that van. So even to this day, I've yet to pull the trigger on a Max Air fan. So I knew I had to do something to get ventilation. I'm going to link the video I used in the description. But basically, this guy cut out a sheet of plastic the size of his window and attached a computer fan to it to suck in air. So my idea, that plastic was like 50-60 bucks. I didn't want to go that far with it, so I basically used Reflectix, molded the shape of my window. Then I used cardboard to mold the shape of the Reflectix and make it like more sturdy. And then I bought a cheap little $10 computer fan and attached it to the cardboard. Cut a hole in the cardboard, that way one window was sucking air in, the other window was blowing air out. I build PCs, and one thing you know is you got to have intake and exhaust. So I basically had 2 window covers, one sucked air in, one blew air out. I'm going to show you the video of me making it. I'm going to speed through it because I was probably like 40 pounds heavier, and I really don't like looking at my big fat self. But it'll give you, I mean, it's going to be quick. I sped it up like 4,000%. But it'll basically show you the steps I took to make it. So this is me unboxing the fan. This is me cutting out the material. You see I got the Reflectix. That's the shape of my window. God, I was big, boy. I still got a long way to go, but sheesh. So then I put the cardboard in the window. I don't think I showed the next step, but pretty much what I did was like right in here, I cut a circle, and then that way I could roll the window down about 1/3 of the way, and then that computer fan will be up here, and one side sucked air in, one side blew air out. I'll link the guy's video because it's a really cool video if you want to get like some cheap ventilation coming into your van. And he actually mounted a pocket on there for like a one of those mobile chargers, like 10,000 milliamp mobile chargers. I just plugged it up to one of those mobile chargers and just set it down on the side of the floor. But he had a really cool idea. His is way better than mine. I knew I wasn't gonna go like deep with this idea, so I didn't like spend a lot of money on it. But this actually did work pretty well. And then this video is just showing you the van with all the window covers in. Everything's completely covered. So this shows you still can't see it, which sucks. But right here, which is being blocked, is where the fan was. But I basically took some vinyl off Amazon, wrapped it. So the back side that you see through the window, if you see right here, was black. So nobody could really see in. And then this side was like this cool marble material. And I ended up doing this with something I got off Temu. But this basically showed you, this was the van with the whole mattress, the entire mattress, plus the little window covers. This was actually pretty comfortable, I'm not going to lie. The only problem, like I said, was storage. So I ended up having to trim the mattress down and make it smaller. But the crazy thing is, I don't really use these anymore because I kind of, in a weird way, like to see my surroundings. I like looking out my window. Like if I wake up and it's like, oh shit, what was that? I want to look out my window and see. If a motherfucker's peeking in my window, I'm opening that door. I don't want to have a block and not be able to see somebody sneaking up on me. So once the Uber season ended, I knew I didn't want those seats in there anymore. I haven't driven Uber this year because I really don't feel like it. Like I really prefer just having my van available for travel as soon as I want it. So I knew I was going to take the seats out. I didn't record any videos, like I said. I knew I wanted to do YouTube videos, but I wasn't planning on it. So I just kind of took pictures as I did stuff. I pulled all the seats out, and then I made a frame. So I started the frame by putting 3 1x10 boards. You can't see it here, but the van dips because those 3 middle seats are really big and comfortable. So they got like a dip in the floor to give you more foot space. These 2 seats in the back are raised up, so it's more like for little kids. But then I went to Lowe's. I bought a 4x8 sheet of plywood. pre-sanded because, you know, regular plywood, even though it's cheaper, it's like splintery. As you see, the van has these little. I'm not a carpenter. I didn't cut like around this little piece and then let it go back and then cut around this little piece. I knew this went to here, and then this went all the way out to here. So I just literally cut that thing straight across and then back in. I wasn't going around and doing all that extra stuff. No, I simple. I want to say I had to cut off like maybe 4 inches from the side, and then I did this little stuff, put the mattress on top, stuck a couple little screws in there. So now, instead of the seats being right there, I actually have some storage under. I tried to wrap it, make it look cool, give me some wood flooring. I bought this off Amazon for like $10. It's like this cheap vinyl. My idea was to stick it on the floor, have a cool looking floor. The next day, that shit peeled off, and it was peeling up, and I'd keep squishing it down and popping it, and this bottom part would be off, and this side would fall off. It started pissing me off, so I ripped it all off. Because I'm the type, if something makes me mad, and I don't care if it looks cool, I'm just going to rip it off and just live with it. So the next thing I did was I wrapped the mattress in a black sheet. My mom basically sewed it up so it fits. I swapped out the cooler for a mini fridge. The mini fridge was off Amazon for like $169, something like that. Now, typically when I build a van in my head, I want the bed on the passenger side. Why? Because the passenger seat can go forwards and give you more space. However, right back here, there's a 12-volt cigarette plug. So what I would do, because this refrigerator runs off 12-volt, and I had this small 250 watt-hour Blue Eddy power bank, this refrigerator, when it's on, it uses about 45 to 50 watt-hours. I knew that I wouldn't be able to run the fridge off the... let me take a sip of my drink. I knew I wouldn't be able to run the fridge for more than like 4 or 5 hours off the power bank. So back then, what I would do is if I'm driving, I'd plug the fridge up. As I'm driving, the fridge would cool down on 12-volt power. And then when I got where I was going, it would eventually stop. And I would just let the fridge stay cool based on the interior temperature. So that meant I needed the cooler to be over here by that plug. It ended up working out because, if the mattress over here is behind my seat and my seat is back and comfortable like I like it, and then I have enough room, then the rest of the van is going to have enough room. So my storage side would have enough room, and then my passenger could push the seat back as much as she wants to where it's all even, and I got enough room to sleep, enough room for storage, and enough space up front for us to both be comfortable. As I said, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6 foot, 225. So 6-inch memory foam is nice, but it's not sustainable for like an entire, 8 to 10 hours laying in bed. Eventually, it starts to get kind of uncomfortable. So we took a trip to, and the video's actually out. It's the Sweetberry Orchard trip. And we pretty much, let me see if I can find that video. We pretty much, where's that picture? Yeah. So at Sweetberry Orchard, this is how the van looked. We basically put the awning down, put up these walls, and it was cold. So we plugged in a space heater into the electric outlet that the campsite had, put it inside here, and it worked. I mean, it's not insulated, but that heat moving around, it actually kept us warm. But the problem is when a space heater sucks in air and it blows out air, it has to pull new air from somewhere. It creates a vacuum. So our problem was it would suck air from the under the van, right? and that air that's sucking under the van is freezing cold. So even though the space heater's heating the air and the heat rises, feet and legs were freezing cold. So I ended up doing this, which I went to Lowe's. I got like this cheap, $8 foam board. It's like 1/2 inch thick foam board, and I basically put it. It's actually cut in a way that sticks up against the metal mechanism, the chain mechanism of the door, so it blocks the bottom. That way the air can't blow in on us. And when I'm not using it, it goes under my mattress to give me a whole, an extra inch of foam, which makes my mattress a little more comfortable. I stopped doing this. This right here with the walls, it's a hassle. It's not insulated. It's a lot of work. And the main thing is, once we got set up, we could not leave. If we wanted to like run to the store to grab something, we had to take down the walls, put up the awning, roll it back up, zip it back up, put tarps over our gear or whatever, and then leave to go to the store. So eventually you'll see in a video, maybe 2 or 3 videos from now, we ended up getting a big ass tent, like a 8-person instant pop-up tent. It takes less than 1 minute to put together. So yeah, that was a bad idea, and I'm glad we switched over. And then this video basically shows from the back side of the door. As you see, I think I was at Kroger or Sam's Club in this video, but basically what I was doing is I had these 2 storage bins. This bin had all my gear, like collapsible chairs, little tables that pop open into stuff, and then the bottom tote had everything to do with cooking, spatulas, knives, burners, stuff like that. It's all different now, which you'll see in a van tour later, but I pretty much had this storage right here. This one was pretty much clothes. This one was like a catch-all, cups and stuff like that, and then like toiletries. And then this one was just clothes. This was like shoes, socks and underwear, gym stuff. This was the cooler that I used to hold like food items that I didn't want to get cold. I'd put like ramen noodle packs and stuff like that in there, like beans and stuff like that. And then I had my bins for storage. So yeah, this is basically kind of the most recent van. I've done a little more organization with it, and I'll do a van tour soon. But you pretty much see here, you see the platform. It gives storage. These are jugs of water. Stuff's over here, like cleaning supplies. We got the mattress. I actually have these backrests that fold over and go alongside where the storage was. And as you see, we moved the storage into here. We don't really do this anymore. At most, we'll put this down and we'll put the awning down if it's sunny, and we'll put up a couple chairs and like sit and relax and like have drinks under that. But for the most part now, we use a tent, which you'll see that all in another video, in a van tour video that I haven't done yet, but I will. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show a quick progression from when I bought the van to where it is now. That way it leads up into a van tour, so you don't think, oh, the van was just looked like this. Nah, there was about a year of like small incremental changes to get the van to where it is today. I'm tired of talking. My mouth's kind of dry, so what I'm gonna do is end the video with a small montage of pictures. Don't ask. The pictures are random as hell. Some of them are from old videos. Some of them are from this video. Some of them are from a video on maintenance that I got coming. Some are 3-4 video ideas down the road. Whatever. Just enjoy the montage. Yeah.